Continuing on the custom card review streak, we're going to be talking about a Dokkanfest Tien from the 23rd World Tournament, and it's coming in from Lachi. I think they say your name. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Send me custom cards over to bhfcustomcards@gmail.com to get to your custom card as soon as possible. I'm getting all these recent custom cards / easy A concepts out of the way. So, man, I'm sorry if I said your name. Sup, Dev. Been making custom concepts for a while and watching your videos for a while too, so thought why not send one of my new concepts in. Keep up the good work, man. Love your stuff. Shout out from Australia. We got people from Australia watching me. Shout out to you, brother. Really shout out to you. And it comes with a banner unit Chaozu. So, I did read the card already before recording because I was cleaning up my room and I was like, I kept glancing over and looking at the card, and this card looks pretty decent. Of what I'm seeing with this card, you want to have this card inside slot 2 so it builds up its damage reduction, and then once this damage reduction is fully built up, you can sit inside slot 1 because this card has guard for the rest of the battle. Granted, you have a DB Saga category ally or a super class enemy that you're going up against, which is fairly easy to proc, right? So his stats are as shown. He has a very high rainbow defensive stat and a solid defensive stat for free dupe. Okay, so Dokkanfest TUR, Crane School Prodigy, Extreme AGL Tien. These are stats as shown at 55% and 100%. I do like the fact that he put that there. And the leader skill, tournament participants, Warrior Raised on Earth or Earthbred Fighters, or Earthlings, 3 key and 170% across the board. I do like the Warriors Raised on Earth better than Earthbred Fighters. That's personally though. And the 30% of the stats is to World Tournament, Bond, and Master Disciple categories. Okay, and he did put the 200% of his go link, W. These are the characters that are on his 200%. Of course, you do have LR Grandpa Gohan. Maybe I just wasn't familiar with his game. He's not really doing anything that's special and jumping off the page. If I remember correctly, all he really gets is like a high amount of attack and defense post super. And what else? And support, right? Doesn't he give like key and attack support? Anyways, we have Beast Gohan, we have LR Future Gohan. Who else do we have here? Just skimming on through the LRs. I mean, you could run LR, Tien, and Chaozu right next to him. The only issue is that Tien and Chaozu want slot 2, and he wants slot 2 for those first couple of turns because he wants to build up that damage reduction, right? Who else do we have here? You do have Roshi. Yeah, you do have STR Roshi who can support him. And that's pretty much it, no? Super Trunks. Anyways, his super attack, that being 4 Witches Technique, 50% defense of 1 turn, and that is all. And his passive, that being Enemy of the Turtle School, he has an interesting animation, of course, once only, and he launches a guarantee super and guards for the rest of the battle when there is 1 DB Saga category ally on the team, which is fairly easy to get off, and when you're going up against a super class enemy. So you have to have a DB Saga category ally on the team, or just go up against a super class enemy. So that's a very easy, interesting animation buff to proc for him to just get guaranteed guard and a guaranteed super for the rest of the battle. That's just great. And he starts out with 3 key and 250% attack and defense at the start of turn, and he gets 150% attack and defense performing a super attack. Very nice. And he gets additional 100% attack and defense and 30% damage reduction for facing only 1 enemy, or when HP is 70% or less. He launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance to come with super attack, so he has up to 2+ supers built into his kit, 1 being guaranteed from his interest animation buff, and 1 being just unrestricted, that being an additional attack that has a 70% chance to come with super attack. And he builds up 10% damage reduction up to 30% each time this character performs 2 super attacks in battle. So a total of 6+ supers will land him with 60% damage reduction with guard, which is why I say that this card wants to sit inside slot 2 for a bit until he fully builds up his damage reduction. Then of course he can sit inside slot 1. So yeah, guard 60% damage reduction, 2+ supers built in, an attack and defensive buff from his passive to a super attack effect. I mean, it's more so he only gains a defensive buff on super, so I'll just say a defensive buff from his passive to a super attack effect. He's looking good. Yeah, I mean, there's not much I would say here. He's a pretty solid card. Yeah, very straightforward, standard, good design. And his active skill, that being Tri-Beam, 100% attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy and sacrifices 12% HP. Makes sense. And his active skill, Condition, can be activated when facing 1 enemy whose HP is 60% or less, or when there's a Turtle School category enemy. So nice. And his link set, Crane School, Telepathy, Infighter, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of Dragon Ball, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle. Prepare for Battle, wow. He has Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed. Interesting. Shocking Speed makes sense, but Prepare for Battle on Tien. On the Earthling. Okay. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because he does look prepared for battle. I mean, inside OG Dragon Ball, he was literally prepared to fight Goku. And that fight, you guys want to see a great fight, go back and watch Tien versus Kid Goku in that 20-second Budokai Tenkaichi. That shit was fire. Go back and watch that. So, yeah. Oh, and Tien barely beat him. If I remember correctly, I mean, it's granted, you haven't watched OG Dragon Ball. There's no way you can call this a spoiler. Guys, OG Dragon Ball has been out longer than me and you that are alive right now. It's been out longer than you've been alive, and it's been out longer than I've been alive. So there's no way I'm telling spoilers. If I remember correctly, because I watched OG Dragon Ball like 4 years ago. I think I was watching it during COVID. I remember the fight being very close, and the fight was very good. Yeah, I think it was to the point where like they flew off of the World Tournament arena, and then like Goku hit the ground first, then he like slammed into a car. I haven't watched it in a long time. Like Goku barely lost to Tien. He just barely lost to Tien, bro. Just I gotta go back and watch that fight. Go watch that fight, guys. That shit is just a masterpiece. Not Toyotaro. Toriyama, rest in peace the GOAT. He was in his bag for OG Dragon Ball. And it's not even like nostalgia taking over. That fight was actually good. So, that's it. W card. Yeah. Only thing this card is missing is support, Rainbow Orb changing, but I do like the fact that this card is very straightforward. I like it. Yeah. I feel like it doesn't need any of those type of things. I do like this custom card. The categories that he's on is DB Saga, Earthlings, World Tournament, Bond of Master Disciple, Bond of Friendship, Warriors Raised on Earth, / Earthbred Fighters, and tournament participants, as well as final trump card. Send me custom cards over to vhfcustomcards@gmail.com to get to your custom card or EZA concept as soon as possible. I'm getting all these recent custom cards or EZA concepts out the way. Lachi, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, brother, but thank you for sending your custom card. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Join the 24/7 Discord server. Link is down below in the description for you guys to join my Discord server today. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and that is all. Peace.